Welcome friends, I'm here today with a bit of a request. You see, I've always had this very vivid memory of a short but no less important moment from an episode of Star Trek Voyager. The only issue, the scene and those characters never actually happened in the show. As I prepared to do a video on this memory, it got me to wondering, is it possible that there's other such instances of this thing happening out there? And that brings me here. I'm looking for you, that's right, you, the person watching this right now, to share your Star Trek Mandela effect so that I can perhaps compile several of them into one video. On the off chance you are unfamiliar with this occurrence, the Mandela effect is like stepping into a parallel universe, where things you swore were one way turn out to be completely different. It's named after a phenomenon where a bunch of people remembered Nelson Mandela dying in prison way back in the 1980s, except he didn't. He actually lived until 2013. It doesn't stop there. There's a bunch of other famous ones like the Monopoly Man having a monocle, which he doesn't actually have. Plenty of people remember the Berenstain Bears being called the Berenstein or Berenstein Bears. For my part, I very much recall comedian Louis Anderson dying probably about 10 years before he actually did. All in all, it's like reality is a glitch and it's left us all with some very mixed up memories. Some say it's proof of alternate realities colliding, other people think it's just a trick of the way the mind works. Either way, it's a very mind-bending trip down memory lane that makes you question pretty much everything you thought you knew. So, are you a Star Trek fan who's noticed something strange in the final frontier? Have you experienced a Mandela effect moment where something in the Star Trek universe wasn't quite how you remembered it? Maybe a line from Captain Kirk, or a detail about the USS Enterprise, or a twist in the timeline. If so, I'd love to hear about it. Share your Star Trek-related Mandela effects below, and let's boldly go where no memory has gone before. And to quote Captain Picard's most famous line, let's make it happen.